Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going back into the mountains and we're going to be looking at a gravel road that I haven't yet to ride. We're also going to be looking at a development complex that was abandoned after the '91 crash. Just cycling up through this farmland. And it's really interesting because in a second we're about to come into a very wealthy neighborhood. And it kind of emerges out of nowhere. And it just seems out of place, considering that this is all farm land and farm communities. The climb is getting steep, a 12% gradient. Glad I have 1134 cassette on the back. And this is where that farming road takes me. It takes me straight to this gated community. And it's just so bizarre because it's out of place. You wouldn't know it was here. But we have to cycle through it, and on the other side is where we're going to get to the top of the mountain where we're going today. And passing through this community, this road is so steep. We're at about 10% gradient, jumping up to 11, 12. Still climbing, double-digit gradient. Such a hard climb. So getting close to the end of this steep climb, coming out of this residential neighborhood, I can barely breathe. I'm toast, man. That is such a steep climb. About 15 minutes of just solid 10, 11, 12, 13% gradient. So now the road flattens out just a little bit. The climb is not over yet. We still got about another, I don't know, kilometer or two of climbing. And we're on a road here that's completely abandoned. And what's interesting about this road is that 30 years ago, 30 years plus, this was going to be a huge development. And there's remnants of it that you still can see today. So we made it to the top of this mountain here. And I basically literally have this road all to myself. And what this would have been is in the late 80s, early 90s, this was supposed to be a huge complex of houses and just a lot of wealth in this area. But 1991, the market crashed, and so did everything here. And you can see this is the one of the plots of land that was being sold, and it just kind of goes up into the middle of nowhere. It's been left as a relic of the lost decade here in Japan. And you can see just over here is another one. It's another plot of land that was to be sold to develop and build a house upon. And here's just some more examples of the abandoned plots all along the way. There's one that goes up right through there, one right through here, two right here. You know, I mean, this was going to be a huge development, a huge complex, residential neighborhood. And it could be at a better location. I mean, I'm right on the top of the mountain. But it never happened. Some more right in through here. Just has a very ghostly feeling to it. So this here is one of the only few houses that's up here. And that's what it looks like. My God. So we're just gonna walk up here and take a look. Check it out. My goodness. Now that debris. I have no idea what it caused that. Maybe a tree, but it has made a mess. This mountaintop's cursed, I'm telling you. I better get off of it now. All right, starting the descent. Heading off this cursed mountain. Who knows, a tree may fall on me. Last time I was up here, which is really the only time I was up here, I found this gravel road. And on the map, it kind of makes a big loop to where we were earlier in the ride. but when I was up here I didn't have my gravel tires. So I've got the 38C Gravel Kings, and put them on just for this purpose of going down this gravel. So this is new for me. All that gravel in the middle of the nowhere, and I come out on the other side of the golf course. I don't know, a little bit of a letdown, to be honest. And we're back to the old village that we started in some 2 hours ago. It's a beautiful village. It's just an old working community. I love it.